Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and you are not ready for this because today we are diving into the best bang for buck sports cars that you can actually buy right now for cheap. Not fake cheap, not yeah bro, it's only 50 grand cheap. I mean real, attainable, under the radar, borderline disrespectful performance for the money. And here is the craziest part. They feel like real. They give you that I shouldn't be having this modern experience for this little of money. And yeah, some of these are so good that they make modern cars feel like overcooked, overcomplicated, overpriced appliances. Like, subscribe so we can hit 2 mil, and let's go. First up, the Mazda Miata. Yeah, I know, everyone says it, but there's a reason it keeps showing up over and over again in discussions like this, because it just works. You can pick up a clean NA or NB Miata for around $5,000 to $10,000. Let me say that again, 5 to 10. That's less than most people spend on wheels and tires. And what do you get? Rear wheel drive, manual transmission, lightweight, perfect balance, and a car that teaches you how to actually drive. This thing is not about straight line speed. It is about momentum. It is about carving corners like you're in a go-kart that somehow has a license plate. And here's the secret nobody tells you. Slow cars like this are actually more fun than fast cars because you can push them to the limit without going to jail. And parts? Dirt cheap. Aftermarket? Basically infinite. You can build this thing into whatever you want. Track toy, drift car, weekend cruiser, or just leave it stock and enjoy one of the purest driving experiences ever made. Real quick, if you want to find any of these cars for the cheapest possible price, click the pinned first comment. I've got links to find all these cars on Auto Tempest so you can actually snag one before everyone else wakes up. Next up, the C5 Corvette. This is where things get stupid because for around $15,000 to $20,000, you can get a legit V8 rear wheel drive, manual, fiberglass bodied American sports car, 350 horsepower minimum LS engine, which means reliable, easy to work on, cheap to modify, and fast. Like, actually fast. We're talking 0 to 60 in the low 5-second range. For Camry, money. And if you stretch just a little bit, you can find a C5Z06 for around $20,000 to $25,000, 405 horsepower, lightweight, track capable. This thing will embarrass cars that cost 3 times as much. And the best part, nobody takes them seriously anymore. So you get insane performance without the hype tax. This is easily one of the biggest no-brainer buys on this entire list. Win a Mark V Supra with that twin turbo straight 6 or a Shelby GT350 with that screaming flat plane crank V8 plus. Hit the pinned comment right now and grab your 100 free entries before they're gone. Good skill. Next up, the Nissan 350Z. Now this is where things get interesting because the 350Z is basically the perfect middle ground. More power than a Miata, more modern than a lot of these older cars. Still cheap, you can grab one for $8,000 to $15,000 depending on condition. And what do you get? 280 to 300 horsepower, rear wheel drive, manual, and one of the best sounding V6 engines ever made, the VQ. And yeah, I know, some of them have been absolutely destroyed, clapped out, drifted into oblivion. But if you find a clean one, it's game over because this car does everything well. Daily drive it, track it, modify it, whatever you want. And the aftermarket, massive. This thing is basically a blank canvas. Next up, the Porsche Boxster. Yeah, a Porsche for under $10,000, specifically the 986. You can find these for 6 to 10 grand all day. And what do you get? Mid-engine, perfect balance, incredible steering feel, and that Porsche DNA. This is one of the most underrated cars ever made because people are scared of maintenance. And yeah, fair. You gotta be smart. You gotta find one with records. You gotta know what you're getting into. But if you do, you're getting a driving experience that feels like it should cost 3 times as much. This is the cheapest way into real Porsche performance. And once you drive one, you'll understand why people become obsessed. Next up, the Honda S2000. Now this one has gone up a bit, but you can still find higher mileage examples around 15 to 20,000. And this car, different breed, 9,000 RPM redline, one of the greatest 4-cylinder engines ever made, manual only, rear wheel drive, and a chassis that just begs to be driven hard. This is not a torque monster. You gotta rev it, you gotta work for it. But when you do, it is one of the most rewarding driving experiences on planet Earth. And here's the kicker. These things hold their value like crazy. So you're not just buying a car, you're parking your money in something that you can enjoy every single day. Next up, the BMW Z3. Now, this one is criminally overlooked. You can find these for $5,000 to $10,000. And yeah, It's not the fastest thing in the world, but that's not the point. Rear-wheel drive, manual, classic BMW feel, and that old-school roadster vibe. Plus, these are way easier to work on than newer BMWs, which means you can actually own one without selling a kidney. And if you find one with the 3.0 liter, now you're talking. This is one of those cars that flies under the radar. But if you know, you know. Next up, the Ford Mustang GT, specifically the early 2010 models. You can get a V8 Mustang for $10,000 to $15,000. Let that sink in. V8, manual, rear-wheel drive, and endless aftermarket support. These things are everywhere, which means parts are cheap, repairs are cheap, and upgrades are basically unlimited. Want more power? Bolt-ons, tune, done. This is one of the easiest platforms to make fast. And yeah, it might not handle like a Miata, but who cares? It's a V8. It makes noise. It burns rubber. It puts a smile on your face. Next up, the Subaru BRZ and Toyota 86. You can find early ones for $15,000 to $20,000. And this is basically the modern Miata, lightweight, balanced, rear-wheel drive, manual, and built for handling. Yeah, it's not super powerful, but again, that's not the point. This car is about driver engagement. It's about connection. It's about feeling everything the car is doing. And if you throw on some tires and suspension, this thing becomes an absolute weapon in the corners. Next up, the Chevrolet Camaro SS. Now this one is wild because you can find older SS models for around $15,000 to $20,000. And what do you get? V8, 400 plus horsepower, modern-ish interior, and serious straight line speed. This thing's fast, like actually fast. And with a few mods, it becomes ridiculous. This is one of the cheapest ways to get into serious horsepower, and people still sleep on them, which is insane. Next up, the Toyota MR2, specifically the second gen. You can find these for $8,000 to $15,000, mid-engine, lightweight, and a completely different driving experience from anything else on this list. This thing feels exotic, like genuinely exotic. And if you get a turbo model, now you're playing with something special. This is one of those cars that feels way more expensive than it actually is. And finally, the wild card, the C4 Corvette. Yeah, not the prettiest, not the most refined, but for $6,000 to $10,000, you get a V8 sports car with legit performance. And here's the thing, because they're so cheap, you don't care. You can beat on it, modify it, track it, whatever. This is the ultimate budget performance platform. And honestly, that's what makes it fun. So here's the deal. You're sitting there thinking you need a ton of money to get into a fun sports car. Well, guess what? You don't. You just need to be smart, because the market is full of cars like this. Cars that deliver insane value. Cars that people just overlook. Cars that give you more for less. And if you play your cards right, you can buy one, drive it for a year, and sell it for the same price, or even more, which means you basically drove it for free. That is the game. That's the strategy. That's how you actually win in the car market. Find your car, go have some fun, because life is way too short to drive boring cars. And you can also win one, like this Shelby GT350 or this silver screen Mark V Supra. Just go click in the pinned first comment down below, win this ideal car, and I'm going to give you 2,000 bonus entries. Just don't tell my boss, with any purchase on the site. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. Like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out some of these Ideal vids over here. Oh, and promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.